So it's another short harvest update, just to let you know how we're getting on. We're currently stood with the combine at the minute because we've had rain, and it's been stood for a few days now. We only had 3 millimeters last week, but because we haven't had much sort of sunny weather apart from today, it's not really dried much, and I would just refuse to do any combining when it's over 15%, when we've got so little left to do. Anyway, so we're not combining at the minute. We're just waiting for things to dry. Hopefully in the next update, which will be Thursday night, and we'll be finished all what we've got to do by then. So just while I'm just walking past the field of sugar beet at the minute, we did actually get the team of rogers back in a couple of days ago and got all the weed beet and wild oats pulled in here. So nice crop of beet now, looking all very level. But Sugar Factory, the Newark Sugar Beet Factory, or British Sugar rather, have announced the opening dates of all the factories, and Newark, the one we go to, I think is September the 23rd when it opens. So we will be lifting some sugar beet for then, or very soon, or around that date, because we need some work doing on the fields that have got sugar beet in to get the mould and various things like that. So we're going to be doing some of those things. Anyway, in this update, just before I get into that, I meant mentioning at the weekend, last Wednesday was the day the UK would run out of food if we didn't have any imports, because at the minute the UK is 62% self-sufficient, and last Wednesday was that day when we'd have run out of food. I'm going to have a lot of stats on this, a lot of figures on Sunday about food self-sufficiency and some interesting facts and figures that the NFU put out, and I'll be touching on with these on Sunday, so watch out for that Sunday morning. Anyway, in this update, because we're not harvesting, looking at a lot of bales are going, well, not a lot, 2 loads of bales are going off the farm, and we'll look at how do we weigh those when the lorry won't fit on the weigh bridge because they're too long. So we'll look at that. A few updates around the farm, getting combine ready for when we can go. 1 or 2 workshop jobs, taking in oilseed rape, and also in-store grain management with high temperatures. And we're managing to get quite a lot of cooling done because the nights are quite cool at the minute, so that's great. Anyway, that's enough waffling on from me. Let's crack on with this first of 2 midweek updates. Thanks very much for watching, and if you make it to the end, we'll see you then. Combine maintenance time. I'll tell you the compressor behind the Polaris is great for getting it to the combine with all the filters and the air compressor pipes in the back. Combine's just down there on the edge of the grass, just past the pond at the minute. So Ruben's all masked up, getting all the dust off, doing filters, radiators, everything like that, all around the engine, help prevent a fire. This is the compressor we've got on hire from Lincoln, and very unusual, but they don't often come on a ball joint like that. They're normally on an eye that you can tow on a drawbar. Oscar's in there. So it's great to put all the filters. We've got a spare filter as well down here, blown those out. So we carry spare filters, so we've always got a clean one if you happen to need one throughout the day. The damaged chopper unit or spreader still there. We're not far off the yard, so Ruben's filled up with fuel in the yard, and you notice on the sight gauge of the gearbox oil, it looks a bit creamy and milky, so he's just draining it out. I'm going to put some new in. It only holds 13 litres, so it's just draining the gearbox just to make sure it's okay. We're still taking in oilseed rape despite combining, so Tom's just pushing a bit more up. Just driving around the lane, and look at those grey partridge young ones. It's now raining. Back in the machinery into the shed, combine into the workshop. Been one of those frustrating days where we haven't got much done because of a belt went. It was too high moisture for a start, so it's just, look at this now, wet. It's about 11 p.m. and I'm just setting the fans to come on and cool the grain. It's a lot cooler tonight and we need to get these fans on to start cooling it fairly quickly before the grain starts to go off. It's been in here about 4 nights, so we'll just go in and see what the temperature is with the probes I've put in the crop. So this is at the main yard at Glebe Farm. Not sure whether you can see this. I have got a torch, but so the crop, their C crop is 33 degrees. That's what temperature it is, 33.9, 34. The A is air at 18.1 or 2. So we need to put the fans on auto and on cooling. So you can see that. So we go to, sorry, I'm trying to make that, see, there we go. So we go to auto, which it is there, and we go to cooling. There we are, that started. Because, hang on, let's just switch that off. Because in this controller here, target is 4 degrees. It'll have a job to get down to there till December. We get some frost. The difference is 6, which means the fan won't come on until the outside air is more, there we go, 34 crop. So the actual has to be 6 degrees below, which it is now with a lot more than that. Fan run, let's 0 that. There we go. So now I know when this fan comes on, how many hours it's been running and how long it takes to cool the crop. We'll come in tomorrow and see where that C has got down to with tonight's cooler temperatures. I've just come to Peck's at Mereham the Fen to get the harness for JCB for the fast track to hopefully make it work. I got somebody came the other day to have a look at it, Phil Lim, brilliant JCB mechanic, knew it inside out. First load of straw going today. This is from a friend of mine, Paul Winder, from Ravenstonedale in Cumbria and Cockermouth near there, and he's having all the straw we've got, which is great because he's done a huge amount for Forage Aid for the charity over the last few years, done a lot of haulage for free. So when straw's in short supply, we'll try and help out when we can. So he's loading himself. He puts 3 bales on the end. He has to tip them over for a start, but if we've got a proper grab, he'd be able to do it all 3 bales together. So if anybody knows of I'm looking for an MX type grab that will handle 3 of these 4x3 bales as they're known. So I could do with a grab really for this year. So if anybody knows of one where there is one for sale, please let me know. And we've got here a 350 odd bales of barley straw and 196 bales of wheat straw, and Paul's having them all. See, that's the height of them when they're flat, and then Paul turns them over so they're taller like that, then puts the rest on top of that. So he'll then have 3 more on top of that. So he turns them over like this. And load that onto the lorry and push it, tip it on its end. Because we don't, there we go, because we don't have handled bales very much, this is why we haven't got a proper grab, otherwise we would have had. You can see he's done that before. See what it's like this side. He knows what he's doing, and then he'll pick 3 more. That's it, that's good. He's putting another line on its end. So you're going to grab 3 more now to finish off this front line. That's it. Then he'll strap them when he's all loaded. Put straps over every line. So if anybody is wanting any straw or wanting a new supplier, this is your man. Give Paul a ring. There's all his contact details. That's Paul loaded, ready to go, but because of the length of the lorry and the trailer, we have to weigh each one separately. So he weighs front part of his lorry once, then drive off the weigh bridge and then weigh the back of the trailer because the weigh bridge isn't long enough. So he's going to try and turn around there probably, or is he going to turn them back? Oh no, look how it hinges in the middle there. That's down to the length of the drawbar. He'll have weighed his front unit. He's now going to weigh the trailer. So he'll drive off so the front unit's off the weigh bridge right at the front. There you go. That's how we weighed it when it was empty. So his unit. There we go. You could actually turn that, Paul, without just without doing any damage.
There wouldn't be a lot of gap.
There wasn't a lot of gap, no. And this is Paul's mate coming for a load, and I think this is from Ireland, and it might even be going to Ireland yet, I'm not too sure. There's Paul all weighed and finished. We'll just look at actually these weigh tickets. We've just weighed Paul. What have we got, Tom, there with Paul?
20,000.
That's this one, but the ones we've just weighed.
Oh, it was 12.5 tonne on that one, just over, and 14.5 tonne on the trailer.
On the trailer there, and we're looking at 468 kilos a bale. There we go. So this lorry does fit on the bridge, but because when it's loaded he's going to extend it, it won't fit on the bridge when it's full. So we're going to have to weigh it twice now, so that when it's loaded we'll weigh it twice then. So you add the two tickets together and that's your weight. And when it was all on, it was 20.08 tonnes a minute ago. So do they add up to 20.08? That's what it was. That's what it was when...
We're on the whole thing on?
Yep.
2160.
Oh.
But mate, you were
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Must be heavy.
He's heavy.
He's heavy.
That's the polite way of putting it.
80 kilos.
So hiding around the corner here is the 6155 that we've hired from Farrell's. Ruben and Tom are just giving it a quick joint wash because it's going back now. We're finished with it. The gears on the fast track are half fixed and they'll be fully done next couple of days. So just giving it a birthday. Always like to return things as we found them. This tractor's been on a year's hire with a local vegetable farm, and it's done, I think, before we got it, 1,300 hours in about a year. Actually, just looking at this trailer, you can see when it turned a minute ago, it only just missed. The front only just missed the back. But Paul extends the drawbar. You can see there, that drawbar just pulls out. And I think it might go a bit more. You can pull it out a bit more if you want, but that's how they call them lorry and drags. That's how, so it's a fixed lorry there, and with the trailer or the drag behind. What Paul does is, quite a lot of farms he goes to in Cumbria can't take the lorry, the whole unit in one, so he'll pull into his yard at home, drop the trailer off, and carry on to these other smaller farms with just the lorry, and he can turn a lot stunter, a lot tighter, and go in smaller yards with that. That's why these sort of outfits are so handy. We've had some rain last night, but it came very late in the evening, which is the worst time for rain to come because then it has the whole of the night to soak into the grain. We've got some wheat left to combine, but I don't think it's going to be fit. We're going to try it. We're going to pull some grains, pull some ears, aren't we, Oscar?
Yeah.
Yeah, so can you get 6 ears, please, for Grandpa? 6 ears of wheat. Get some out the bottom. Some down in the below here that haven't had the sun on them, because we need the ones that are down in the bottom as well. That's it, down there. I've got 3. That's it, that'll do. Right, now we rub these out. Right, if you can hold those please for Grandpa. Thank you. Rub them out quick.
Oh.
That's it, just rub them out. That's it, hold your hand flat. My daddy taught me how to do this properly. There you go. That's it, keep your grain in your hand. Then we put the grain in here. Put the grain into there. Is that 3 ears? There's half of it gone on the floor. We need some more. Let's get some more. There we go. Rub these out. Right, you do some as well. There's all the chaff flowing. Did you know, Oscar, that's where the saying comes from? Separate the wheat from the chaff. That's how it comes from here. And that phrase is used not just in farming, it's used all over the world to make things. Let's put those in there. Yeah, that'll do. Let's try that. So we put that in here. Screw that up. Go on, you screw it then. With your hand. That's it. And that grinds the wheat up into flour. I'll help you a bit more. That'll do. There. Then switch it on. Right, press it again. One more. That's little Charlie in the background. What do you think the moisture is, Charlie? Yes, I think so as well. Left hand figure is what we're looking for, 17.6. Get a combine in there. It's going to be higher, Oscar, isn't it? Yep. That's going to be about 18.6, maybe even 19%.
So it will be able to harvest it?
No, it'll be too high moisture. It's much better to let God above do it for free than it is spend money drying it. So
Yeah, it's handful.
we'll have to wait. So we're going to wait until tomorrow and check it lunchtime tomorrow. So Tom's just moving the solo and the press out the way. Ruben's getting the combine out the shed. We're going to just have a go with it. Despite the hand sample saying what it was, we'll just be interested to know exactly what it is. We've got Ryan's come with another load of straw, but this is a step frame low loader. That's why they're called step frame. You can step up to the front. Rear steering, rear wheels, look. Really useful they are. So he's going to weigh his front unit first, because that's what he did empty. Get the weight on there. There's Ruben heading off down to try. So, see what we've got on. All right, Paul?
Yeah, no bad. That would be no good round our area.
It would. Don't you think so?
No, I'd hardly get to a field game, would it?
Now it's backing off. Bridge has got to reset itself. I don't know why it does this, but it does. Now it's going to drive right on so the front unit's off the weighbridge. There we go. And we'll weigh the back. Got a good load on there, and that's barley straw, that one. So that's second ticket being printed. 15.78 tonnes there. So wheat was 468 kilos a bale, and the barley come out at 488 kilos a bale. Are you happy?
No. We've got to try and get up the A1.
And round Newark, yeah. Look at that top quality straw from Lincolnshire. Is this one off to Ireland?
Yeah, that one is, yeah.
Look at that. So Ryan was just saying, one thing you have to do, sheet the load when you're going to Ireland. Crikey. And that's because of the fire hazard on the boat. So do you carry your sheets with you?
Usually do.
But you haven't now?
I haven't either.
Oh, they're in Paul's yard.
Tonight, maybe, or tomorrow.
Yeah. That'll take some doing, and in the wind as well. Well, you've got a shed, you'll have to use one of our sheds if need be.
Yeah.
Great. So that's one load of wheat straw going out the yard, 58 bales on there, and 52 bales of barley straw on this one. Paul's done well in the front, he's got out really quick. So this will be interesting because we don't want this wall knocking down again. Look at those back wheels steering that back end away. Absolutely brilliant. So he's used both sides of the A17, which is what we want. Much better. So we have a mesh door in front of the fan because otherwise it would suck the birds into the screen here, which we've had. So we put that on and it just stops the animals and the cats coming in. Looking here, it was 34 degrees or 33 degrees. Wow. 2 nights brought it down from 34 to 16 degrees. So C stands for crop, A stands for actual. So the air temperature now is that. And remember, looking at the one I showed you, we've got it set at 6 degrees different. So when the air temperature is 6 degrees lower than the crop, the fan will come on. But that's cool enough now, so I'm going to switch that off. And we won't be able to get that much cooler now before the colder nights come in the autumn. But that's done a tremendous job. You saw earlier on a chaser trailer picking up bales. Well, this is another designer trailer, how it picks them up. And because the bales are the wrong way on for the trailer, the tractor has to move them with a frame at the front. And then that's how they are moved onto the trailer and then pushed to the back. See, the tractor moves the bale round. All done on the move. Back up to the top. So 12 bales, that's it, that just pushes it to the back. 12 bales per load. And I think they're about 600 kilograms per load, probably. Sorry, per bale these are. That's it, that's another load. So that's it for this Tuesday night update. Thanks for watching. We'll see you Thursday evening, where I'm sure we'll have a bit more combining action and get harvesting up to date, apart from 3 fields that aren't going to be ready for another probably 10 days or so. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on Thursday.